Bueno,
One, two, one, two. Bueno. Yeah, my name is Pino Cafaro. I'm Italian, but I live and work in Germany. I'm 52, almost 30 years. I do traditional Japanese iconography tattoos. Always interested, but I would say, especially the first 10 years, I was not really knowing what I was doing. I was a little bit confused in a genuine way. I was starting, and at that time, it was not like today. So no internet, no social media, and it was very hard to get a good idea of what a Japanese tattoo is, especially for a beginner. And yeah, so the last 20 years, especially maybe the last 15 years, I'm trying to be very, very focused on that style. Yeah.
Focus on this.
It's a pure aesthetic decision. We choose many things with our eyes. We find it beautiful, attractive, appealing, and it makes you curious. And first is what you see, and then later on becomes more a love because you know the subject better. It's like when you meet the first time a partner. The first thing you see is what she or he looks like. And then later on, if everything goes well, you start to love the person for what the person is. And the same was with Japanese style. It started with aesthetics. Of course, this is still the main subject. But later on, I become very, very curious since I'm very interested in history, in mythology in any way. I started also researching a lot in the Japanese hemisphere about their mythology, their political evolution of the country, the history of Japan, and I become more and more curious, and I am still. And so this was the main thing.
It was hard to you, like
Fortunately, when I started focusing on Japanese tattooing, the situation in tattooing was also a little bit different. People, we were way less tattooer. Business was different. So there was actually enough work. I had never a thought that I could not live from it, you know. Nowadays maybe it's different, but at that time it was pretty relaxed. So I never thought so much about the money. To be honest, when I started tattooing, I didn't even know that you can make money with it. I started because I really loved it. I wanted to do it. So when I find out that I could make money with it, it was a plus. So of course, money is very, very important because we all live from it, but it's not the main force behind my decision. Yeah, so focus. I mean, I think focus is like inspiration. It's something, if it's not the moment, it's not going to happen. Okay, so I think what surrounded me in the last years, I was very lucky. I met a lot of inspirational people, a lot of people that gave me very good advice. But I also, of course, had to do a little bit of work myself. For example, going to Japan, I was like 20 times in Japan. Spent many, many, many hours and days in bookshops, trying to get material that at the time, like 20 years ago, I couldn't buy in Europe. And to be honest, I try to don't be too focused. Because when you're focused, what happens is that you become also blind, you know? When you're focused, you're very on point on something, not watching on other things. And I think too much focus makes you too blind. So still, other styles inspire me. I got a lot of inspiration from other tattoo styles, you know, and I keep on keeping my eyes open. And also not forgetting to feel pleasure. I don't want to make it too much a hard work. Staying focused and concentrate, and it should be a pleasure. Of course, sometimes it's work, definitely, and then of course sometimes you also need to concentrate. But I try to keep it fluent, yeah, as much as I can. Yeah, I know now, and I knew that already from some years, that the tattoo career is a marathon. So it's not about what you can achieve in 6 months. It's about being sustainable to yourself. Balance your power, your energy, your output with your regeneration, with your input, creating a balance with yourself, and keep on moving. Stay in movement. Movement is not only going forward. Sometimes to move is also to move by sight, maybe a step back. It's like in boxing. In boxing, you don't go forward, 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 forward. Okay? You interact. You make a step behind to succeed. Staying in motion, because the best way to get lost is to don't move. So if you stay in motion, if you try to keep your mind fluent, yourself fluent, and keep the interest alive, I think, at least for me, this is the way. Choose another job, really. Yeah, you can find me on my Instagram, Pino _Cafaro. The shop is in Germany, between Hanover and Berlin. Thank you.